So hello there and welcome. In this video I will be doing over everything you need to know about the helicopter tryouts for the Special Operations Air Squadron in the SMU GROM MILSIM group. So yeah, let's get started. I just joined the game. First thing you have to do is just walk into the building and grab the gear you need. So, what you need: some gloves, so just a soft gel, pants, a belt, one of these helmets, a vest, and then night vision. So your outfit should look something like this. During operations or exercises, you would mostly also use a micro detector radio M18, but this is just a training or a tryout, so you don't really need these at the moment. Also, you should grab a sling with 30 stats and a spy rig. This is for later in the tryout, so you can just put them in your inventory for now. And then, with that out of the way, let's get started. Okay, so I lost my audio for this part, so I'm doing this in a voice over. But for the next part of the training, we'll grab an S70i Black Hawk. And we're going to do what I like to call the container canyon. But first, we put down our visor and our mask. This is to make sure no debris will hit us, as seeing as this plane obviously doesn't have any doors, so we're quite a dangerous place. So then we'll start to take off. So we'll turn on our engines, put the lights up, and then you might expect us to just turn straight up into the air, but we're actually first going to follow the yellow touch lines all the way to the runway. This is just a proper takeoff procedure, and this is mainly to avoid interfering with any other air traffic that might be in the area, as this is obviously an airbase, and it looks very well with other air traffic, and this is just the best way for ATC to handle us. So then, yeah, once you're in the air, we'll head to this. We'll head somewhere in this corner, where in any second now you should see a container thing load in. There it is. Yeah. So I like to call this a container canyon. It's basically a parkour made of containers in which you'll have to show how well you can actually control the helicopter. So you'll have to do go from start to finish within 20 seconds. And let me show you how it's done. So you just line up, and oh yeah, first I'd like to say to you, if during the training you happen to crash or touch the containers, they are non-collidable, so you don't have to continuously respawn the helicopter. So that's a nice thing for when exercising. Okay, so yeah, so you line up and let's go. I think I'll put a timer in the screen, so 20 seconds is the limit. That's quite easy. So time starts, and just a sharp turn over these, and then sharp turn. And you see I'm a bit high here, it's not that much a problem, and time ends. And 12.39 seconds, that's quite good. It's possibly my personal best. But yeah, that's it. Easy enough. You see 20 seconds isn't that hard. And then yeah, we'll head back to the airbase to continue with the next part. Alright, so once we're done with the container canyon, we'll head over to the MH6 and we'll use this for the next part. So then, I'm wondering what this is. Alright, it's already fixed it. It was just had to get in and out of the helicopter, and no idea why that happened. But okay, then we take off. So the MH6 isn't actually used IRL by the Polish Air Force, and thus also not by us, but we can use it during joint operations with our American counterparts, or just when training is really nice actually on a small helicopter, so we use them for things which you'll see. So we just head over to then a bit the same place, and then we'll start with the landings. So what you have to do is first approach this smaller of the two roofs down here and just land inside it. It's not that hard, it fits quite well. And touch down, of course. Then forward more, you'll see a container here. Land on top of the container. Again, not that hard, it fits quite well. And take off, and we'll land on the weirdest of these two buildings. The other two are just there for personal practice, but first land on the bottom of this one. Make sure your rotors don't touch the bottom, and then take off and land into the higher roof. Watch if the stairs don't want to fall that out. And then you are done with the MH6. And we'll head back to the airbase for a proper procedure. You see, it's quite easy. And landed on the band right here. So, shutting down and then getting out. Right, so when you have landed the MH6, you will head over back to your S-70, and this is where your sling and spy rig are needed. So firstly, we'll use the sling. So for this you will actually have to go over there real quick, and for this we'll need one pallet full of sandbags. So just attach a sling like this. That was the wrong one. Be right back. Alright, so you'll grab your sling and not the spy rig and attach it to this pallet of sandbags. Click this carabiner to put it up, and then you should be able to just drag this pallet along with you. Don't mind how it rolls, and walk over to the helicopter. Alright, so once you're at the helicopter, just give it a bit of space so it's not too tight, and then get your camera under there, and you should be able to see this hook on the bottom of the helicopter. When hovering over it, you should see a green box. You might have to mess around with your camera a bit, but when you see this and you have your carabiner equipped, click it and it will attach the carabiner to the hook. Now you have it attached to the helicopter, and you then move it. So just fly like normal. Be aware that the weight of what you're carrying is actually affecting the weight of the helicopter, and it can also swing a lot. So you'll have to keep this in mind when flying with something attached to your helicopter. So yeah, take off, and then select the next part. Right, so once in the air, just make sure the way the sling isn't actually swinging that much. Of course you don't know that much about it, just try and find it gentle. And then you'll see a dirt square here on the grass. This will be your target. You'll have to drop the load within the area. And of course the keybind for that is V if you don't. Don't use that more often. And one at a time. So V and inside the square and then the rocket back and then. This will be used for tactical airdrops during missions. Alright, so then you can just land right in the grass real quick. Because what you'll then have to do is attach this spy rig under your helicopter. Suck that out, drop the spy rig. And then you'll put this right, where is it? Right there. And hope it's attached correctly. This tends to be quite booty. So sometimes the carabiner is actually attached inside, and that inside of the helicopter. Great, it's actually a great mention. You see I just got an alarm for my fuel being low. You should have about 10 minutes of fuel in total, and when your fuel is low you'll see it turning red, but that's for later. That's first I think we're still over enough fuel to do this. So spy rig used for it's basically, it stands for special insertion and special patrol insertion extraction, SPY, and it's used for hot extracts. Where there isn't space or time to land, or isn't safe. So basically it's just a rope with some carabiners on the end, and like this, and then people then attach it to the bottom. So you just hover right above the roof. Gently lower it, to swing quite a lot, so like this, and then people will be able to attach themselves to it, and then you can set it off with them attached, which is not that hard. And then looking at my fuel, I won't land properly this time, so just head right over here. And then basically, of course, watch out, you have a long rope beneath you with people hanging on it. Just put them down very carefully. Swing is not something you can do much about, but be careful. And carefully lower them down to the ground. And then when they're all on the ground, just drop the sling. And we can just land right here. And about fuel, so in order to refuel this helicopter, you will actually have to go inside and equip the refuel tool. It's right here, this big red. It looks really bad. I might probably will revamp it quite soon. Just this jerry can, and you'll take it to your helicopter, equip it. And then you should be able, yeah, it will say fuel level 7%. If you just click it, it should start refueling the helicopter. This can take some time. I thought it was about 1 second per 2%. So then, yeah, it'll be refueled. And then we are done. Alright, so for the next part of the training we'll use the medical variant of the S70 for a medevac with a glider hoist. So for this part, your trainer will be your loadmaster. I just asked Leo to do it for me real quick. And then your trainer will also give you a 9-line medevac request, which in today's video will be, as I said, hoist with litter. So the patient can't walk and needs to be evacuated using a stretcher on a hoist, and in this case it's in the urban area, so we'll just go there. And yeah, so when you arrive, you just take the pickup area, open the doors obviously, and then once in the steady hover, the stretcher can be deployed. And you should deploy the stretcher any second. And then don't mind it touching the wheels here. I fixed that. Yeah, that I fixed it, and then so no longer an issue. Then it could have been a little longer rope, but when the patient is picked up, we can just raise it and then head back. It's quite hard in the Reed Blizzard to let people from the stretcher into a moving helicopter, so I don't advise you try, because most of the time it ends with a bit boom. But then you can just land like this, and that's it for that part of the training. Right, so for the last part of the training we will grab a AH-64 Apache attack helicopter. So just spawn it in like this, activate weapons, it's broken, that in, that out, and that in again, not broken. Okay, so for this part of the training we will simulate a close air support request, and we are giving close air support using an Apache helicopter. And so we'll take off, and then we will head over to the far corner of the map, where you will see some containers right here. You'll see some containers, that's nice. So first you will do a barrage of hydro rockets onto these containers, and you will do basically 2 bursts. And then you'll switch over to your Hellfire and do 1 on each. You'll see it's not very easy, but then you can also just do it from a roll. And that's it for this part of the training. Not that hard really. Just what you have to watch out for is when using slings, when using hydras, instead of those, you should watch out for enemy troops. And also because, well, you can always just hit your friends, and that's not good. Yeah. Well, so you might actually do. Yeah, you'll also do a barrage of rockets onto some of these buildings right here. And then we'll just head back to land. shut it down. And so, that was it for the helicopter tryout. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask them in my DMs later on. And, well, just good luck practicing. Certainly the landing and the canyon run, you will have to be able to confidently do them 100% of the time, because during your tryouts you will only get 1, or maybe if I feel kind, 2 attempts. So it's really a test of how good you can fly, because you have to do it at all times, not just 1 out of 10. So, well, yeah, good luck practicing and thanks for watching. See ya.